Welcome to Suladan Plays The Designer's Curse, Chapter 1. Chapter 1 demo or just Chapter 1? The Chapter 1 is free and it is on Game Jolt, and there's a link in the description as usual. It is made by CB Games. The Designer's Curse, a first-person survival horror game inspired by the works of the most influential old school. Are we really calling them old school? It's not been that many years. Such as Amnesia and Penumbra. It's really not been that many years. Is that already what we're considering old school? Come on. I don't know. It might be. This game allows you to delve into the depths of Shawwell Manor, finding your way through the castle, reminding yourself of what you have created. With help of original soundtrack by Mikko Tarmia, composer for Amnesia and Soma, this game really creates an atmosphere of fear and dread. Explore the depths of this mansion, knowing the fact that you are not alone, and you're being hunted by the creatures made by the protagonist himself. Actually, hunted by the most terrifying beings created by the protagonist himself, but I put a little spin on that. Anyway, looked like a very interesting game, and I could not turn down the opportunity to play it. So, let's dig right in. This is also Chapter 1. It's the only part I could find so far, and, is the free one. Presumably Chapter 2 and the following chapters will be available as well. Hopefully as one bulk item in, as separate game entities. It annoys me slightly in a game library when you have a game broken up into chapters that are their own separate exe that don't have a way to be loaded individually. Like in a Steam library, I don't want to see game name Chapter 1, game name Chapter 2, game name Chapter 3 taking up space in my list. Just a little OCD about that. I am, after all, OCD, so I can say that. My mouse left the window. That's not a good sign. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. Okay, it's back. Minor bug, but it fixed itself. Player movement's nice. Mouse sensitivity could... no, I don't need that type. I need the options, like... Oh, you make me sad when you don't have a mouse sensitivity setting. One moment. That's a little better. Nice little program. X mouse button control allows you to set different mouse settings for individual programs. I would normally be doing this through the Razer Synapse, which I'm quite fond of, specifically Synapse 2, because I had the old Naga that a friend of mine gave me when he got a newer one, but it has begun fritzing out on me, so I'm back to just kind of a standard 6-button monoprice mouse that is no longer in production. And since it is not a Windows mouse, Windows didn't want to let me fiddle with things, so I had to use a thing. X mouse button control is a very nice program though, and I'm quite fond of it since I have started using it. Would probably help if I closed that. Sorry about that. Had something in the background running that I forgot to close. Ooh, very nice. I love the click and drag to open things. Yeah. That's one of the things for... Oh, yes. Oh, that's one of the things from Amnesia that I miss so much. Particularly the original Amnesia. A world where the objects are interactable for no reason other than just to be immersive. Thank you, game dev. We need more of this. Games that just allow me to interact with random nonsense for no reason other than just for me to interact with random nonsense. I want to put a book in the toilet. I can do it. Look, there's a book in the toilet now. Did that matter to the gameplay? No, but it made it more immersive. I can't pick up the toilet paper though, which is sad. That makes me sad. They're small and I want to pick them up and throw them everywhere. I love being able to interact with the game world. It's one of the things that made Amnesia: The Dark Descent to me such a classic. That rock over there, that potted plant, that chair, that table, you could pick them up, rotate them, look at them, throw them. Even to the point that a puzzle in the game involved you throwing a rock at something to dislodge it. Like, I love it. We need more of that. I applaud you, game dev, for doing this. That door is a little bit thin for what it is, though. I don't know. Dungeon door just seems like it would be thicker. Minor critique. You can use P, Q, and E to peek around corners. Fairly standard. Button pad. Oh, yeah, okay. Also need to up my volume a little. It got too quiet. There was actually a pop-up at the front of the game that didn't show, that said the game was unintentionally made with slightly too low volume, so you may have to turn the game volume up a little bit. Not that you have to deal with that, because I've already fixed that in, editing. But just a thing to be of note. And so help me, game dev, if I find out that that's a trap just because you wanted to blow my eardrums, I'm going to be very sad. But I doubt that. I'm giving you, good faith, good intentions, however. That you opened a minute ago. Do it again. Oh, you just move a little bit. So you're locked. That's what you're telling me. Makes sense. There's a keypad next to it. I love the ambient sound and design and background in games because it builds so much of your world. Amnesia did outstanding with this. Subnautica did great with this. I mean, it did outstanding too. I don't mean like comparatively outstanding or great. Different genres. Nascence thus far has done really well with it, although sometimes the music is a little overbearing and doesn't really match the vibe of the given scene. But anyway, good sound design is very important for your game, so please don't blow people's eardrums out needlessly. If they want to ramp their volume up like that much, that's their doodadery. I want to interact with all the books. Why are these books tiny? Can I get in here? No. Okay. Not bad. Not a bad library. I really want to interact with all these books, though, but I understand there are limitations to the engine, and you can't interact with literally every... Box. Oh. Well, that's a painting. I want to play with the box, though, so ooh, there's 2 boxes. You're coming with me, box. Yes, there's a right click to throw. Yes! Love it. Give me the box. Throw it. Yay. Probably gonna need the box. Ooh, what was that? Thought I heard a noise. I heard not a good noise. Camera, you have broken my ideas of what time period we're in. Thank you for doing camera things. Boink. That is some shin. How do I get you to stay? Stay. I want it. First aid kit. I have an inventory. I have notes. I have a notebook. Can I push? I need the ability to push piano keys. I threw a stool, yes. That's a face. Just take that in. That's, you're missing your arm, though. But that's a face. Another box. Anything? Ooh. 314216893. Yay! When difficult is information to remember. Oh, don't tell me I have to manually do it. 314216893. Oh, okay. 3124689. I don't know if I wrote that correctly. 312. Let's make sure. 314216. 14216. 314216893. I applaud you having a built-in note system, though. That's very nice. Very well done, game dev. Kind of like it if it had done it for me, but that's just me being lazy. The ability for the player to do it themselves is kind of more immersive. Boink. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I see things that could be fleshed out graphically over time, but, you know, this is a demo, so I'm not having super, like, I'm not being critical. Book. It's been so long since I've had a game that lets me interact with random objects. I just have to throw them everywhere. Note. Well, aren't you tiny and dark and hard to read? To be honest, they're down there for a really long time. When they started to go insane, that's when the master decided to set up the entertainment room. I mean, I guess he isn't as cold as he seems. The whole point of it is so he could lock the door to the entertainment room if anyone misbehaved as a sort of collective punishment. It was a strange room, weirdly out-of-place wallpaper, and that mysterious piano sitting in the end of the room, and for that crazy one. But hey, it's something. They've got good books, too. I'll keep you updated on my escape. It may be a little ambitious, however. I'm planning on watching Master enter the code into his study. When I see it, I'll be sure to leave a note somewhere in the entertainment room for you if you dare to escape as well. Good luck! The outside world is not as he portrays it, I promise. Book! Okay, so I can go this way and up the stairs. Locked and a key is needed. Well, I don't... Ooh, sonic speed. Okay, what was the numbers again? 314-216-893? 314-216-893. I think I did it wrong. 314-216-893. 314... 314-216-893. Did I write it down wrong? 9-digit code, maybe just a tad long. 314-216-893. 314-216-893. Clear. 314-216-893. Enter. Thank y'all. I'm just gonna shut this behind me. Cupboard. Cupboard. Not a cupboard. Ooh, fireplace. In the fireplace. Not in the fireplace. Key. That really, to me, was one of the things that Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, dropped the ball on. Heaven. Oh, dear. Okay, there we go. I was about to say I locked myself in. They dropped the ball heavily on that because they removed so much of the physics and interactions with the world. You know, a Dark Descent would let me pick up boxes and throw them around and move chairs and do things. A Machine for Pigs wouldn't. Everything was static and attached to the world, except for those rare items that were plot relevant that you had to, because you didn't have an inventory, physically carry somewhere, which is kind of neat when used properly, but it made those items feel out of place because they were the only things you could interact with. And it felt so much like it left you feeling nostalgic for what a Dark Descent had done and questioning why a Machine for Pigs had taken it away. I know there are reasons in development that they did this, but to me it was to the detriment of the game's design at large. There's also other things that were, you know, done less well with a Machine for Pigs than a Dark Descent, but still, it was not super bad. Plot was interesting, at least. Don't do that. Well, there's papers all over the door now. Wait, note. The door at the top of the stairs is locked. Find a way out. Okay. Not that hard. Look, a way out. Door is forced shut. Hey, that's probably the one that was forced shut before. Another door. Hi, friend. Oh, no friend. Box. 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 Well, we've played with all these boxes. There's something glowing over there and I want it, yes. Box. Just got to... Box! 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 More box! 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 Even more! Ooh, first aid kit. Control room. A locker. I can get in the locker. See, this is so much nicer than just clicking and manually shutting the door. Like, it just... There's levels of immersion that being able to physically interact with the game world just allows so much more of. Well, how does door? Eh. Eh. Hi. I don't know. I was progressing quite nicely until I met with a door with no handle. Oink. Box. Oh, hi. Y'all don't see nothing. I don't know. I'm in the locker now, though. I'm safe. There's a something incoming. And it's not a happy something. Is that an ant? Ah, didn't get a good look at it. Okay, your stereo sound is really good. I guess I need to bop him with a box and run through the door he busted open. Oh, come on. Run. Okay, you can't run with box. You try to outrun the box, and physics just doesn't like that. Hi, Key. No. Well, that ain't good. We're gonna ambush him. Lever in the cabinet, apparently. Hey, mate, if you're looking for the key to open the lever cabinet control room, Simply left it behind the key behind it for you. Also, please get someone to fix those doors. I know the main door down to the slaves area is locked, but each individual cell, the doors swing a full 180, so there is no lock and no way to stop the prisoners from escaping, apart from barricading the door with all those useless boxes I had to bring up. Also, one of the slaves downstairs was attempting to escape, so he's been sent off with the others. Idiot. Albert. Can I have? Well, that's useful. Oh. Well, why didn't you work a minute? What the? Am I trapped in here for good now? Did I break it? I broke that. Don't let me play with that. Oh. Okay. Oh, hi. Louis Toll here, actually. I don't know, this place is weird. Kind of incoherent, kind of crazy. Kind of like I'm in a padded cell and all this is in my imagination. Wow. Oh, okay, I can open the door. Ooh, very nice stained glass. Love it. Very well done. Candles? Nope, cannot mess with candles. Door is locked. Piano is overwhelming. I can't hear anything but piano. I have a statue of a lion. The old cellar. Perhaps the piano is quieter in this cellar. Because if so, I'm going to live here. And I can't see a thing. So obviously, the smartest thing to do is go down the stairs. Box. Open. Open! There we go. Okay, seriously, game dev, you gotta do something about these notes, because that's some tiny font. Well done, Albert. The key is here. However, you may soon realize the door to the west hall above this cellar will now be locked. Oh no, boo-hoo. You must stay locked down here for 3 days. After all, you've designed the Fraken? You've designed the Fraken, so there's not much I'm going to need from you for a while. If you dare disobey, your family will be taken out of the East Prison Block and straight to the torture chamber, and later you'll be forced to use them as body parts for the creatures. Oh, and if you dare try to escape like last time and attempt to contact the authorities, I will instantly notice your absence. Then your family will be dead. I also don't appreciate your comment about the giant window in one of the testing room bedrooms. Yes, I watch them at night, but only so I can quickly check to see if they're up to no good. Developing a new potion for you if you misbehave again. It will temporarily disable the right hemisphere of the brain, and you won't remember any of your creatures temporarily. I may need you again. I will force you to go through the halls of this house, having to deal with your own creatures that you designed yourself. Although I don't currently have a reason to put you through this, don't give me one. After all, there is a curse in being a designer. Okay, so that's the explanation of what happened here, but shutting down one hemisphere of somebody's mind would, do a lot of stuff. Wouldn't just make them forgetful. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare play with footsteps behind me. For I will run away. Bye. The loading screen. There we go. Lion. So I got a key, so I guess that goes here. Yay, the study hall. What is in the study hall? I do not know. Study stuff. Magnifying glasses and books. And an angry librarian. A lot of rocks, apparently. I was wrong on all counts. Okay. We get them open. Thing. C-O. And a drawer. And a chair. It's horrible and yet alluring. Like, in a sense of I can't look away from it, not... Anyway. Well, I unintentionally stacked everything. We'll just go with that. Well, there went the chair. I would probably recommend having different objects have different amounts of mass to them so that there's resistance or lack thereof when I move them, because the chair is just as easy to move as the box. It's kind of the same problem I noticed in Dowdy, was that the different sized boxes didn't have different mass to them. Although it is kind of fun to be sitting here juggling a box. That just makes me think of Mina from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Lantern. A1. I has a lantern, you shall all fear me now. No, thank you. Can we not have that sound effect following me? Also, the lights went out. I see, that's why I need the lantern. Oh, come on. I don't know anything about this creature, what it does and how it acts. B9, and I have no context of what order to put these in. D2. Oh, they've got oh, no. I'm going to use my external sticky notes just for the sake of simplicity. C0, D2, A1. I assume if I put them all down, I'll at least get some semblance of a pattern. Scratching in the walls. Scratching in the halls. B9. Oh, well, that's great that there's, you know, oil. Yeah, it could have explained that to me. And given me some oil. Oh. Okay, there we go. Probably could have gone a little farther to explain that there is oil. Okay, so it's saying there are 4. I don't... Oh, maybe it's A, B, C, D, and then that would be 1, 9, 0, 2. Let's try that. Yay, to the designer's room! Onward! I can't see. Oh, there we go. Stepping around, oh, it's even smaller. 3rd of August. Initially, I was puzzled by the hall outside this guest room being riddled with rocks and wondered how it could be that the West Hall is clearly above ground, but this area on the same floor appears to be underground. I was told this was due to the mansion being on a steep hill, which makes sense. I don't feel safe. Areas of the study are collapsing and filled with rocks and dirt from above. How do I know this won't fall on me when I'm creating the creatures, or even worse, sleeping? Master will simply come find me and bring me to the torture room if I dare complain. I'm terrified for my life. On the bright side, I put together a new torture monster for Master last week, the Freken. So I was given a bed. She's perfectly capable of attacking due to the sharp blades in her left knuckles, unlike the other creature, Spiky, who attacks the prisoners with teeth-like fingers. However, the woman who modeled the head of the Freken had her eye removed during torture. Therefore, she may have depth issues when attacking and will not be entirely accurate. I gave her the husband's strong legs, so she will be fast, though. Do I find it messed up to be taking people's family members in which my master has grudges against and turning them into horrifying creatures? Yes, Is it better than dying? I previously thought so, but now I feel I should end my own life, as the Fraken came into my room again last night, and I feel I have no reason to go on living. You began to regret what you had done, did you not, sir? Bed. Why is there a door there? Another painting. Oh, I can jump. Well, ain't that nifty? No, it ain't. Can I? Movable bed. Trapdoor. Testing area. Like, who? Did somebody literally just stand here and carefully stencil that onto the wall? Oh, well. Oh. Never mind. He's smart. He won't let me just jump in a hole. Oh. Well, I'm in the... Oh, there we go. Boink. Testing room, Fraken dispatch. Okay, what time period are we in? We keep hitting this point where I'm like, sure we're in past time periods, and now we're back into, like, fancy technology. Remember when you forgot to put them here? Well, now I've returned the favor. How are you going to cope? Oh, no. P.S. The key in the cabinet is somewhere in the test hall. Sorry, not sorry. Odor oil below. Apply to body and clothes and you will not be noticed. Well. Okay, it's a little twitchy on when you can interact with it. Hiding from enemies, crouch to stay behind objects. Or use odor oil. We've established that's a thing. Can I just have that? Can I just lure it out here and lock the... Well, I couldn't lock it out there with me. Oh, there it is. Oh, look. I found the key. Oh, bye. Oh, the other door isn't in here, though. I don't know. Oh, it was hot on my heels. See, Amnesia did that with the movement speed of its monsters. The further they were away from you, the faster they got. The point being that they would remain right behind you on your heels, and they were never around long enough for it to become a problem. Design-wise, it held the tension really well because the sequences that you had to deal with them were generally short and all about you escaping. It's right behind me, too. In this case, having me in a room situation like this, I don't know how well it works. Yeah, you hobble off, you go that way. I'm busy looking for a door. There's the door. I'm just gonna go out here and use a first aid kit. Well, I'm gonna grab a first aid kit, not necessarily use it. There's a door, and another door. Oh, this is the big window. And a camera. And, uh-oh. Wait, what happened? Why? I heard ominous laughter, and somebody set the thing loose on me. That's trippy. Whoa! I have clipped into the wall. Well, aren't you horrified? Well, that was abrupt. That's a new sound. I think he's toying with me, seeing if I survive and luring me to the next train. Well, that's a sudden change of pace. Okay, taking that off, because that is some chase music going on right there. That's like loud credits music. The game is very interesting, and I see where it's taking a lot of heavy inspiration from Amnesia: The Dark Descent. The entire idea of you being the one that made the monsters, but you not remembering it due to potion. It's unique enough if it's in its own right, but I do feel very much... Ooh, did Mark play this already? Oops! And I usually try to avoid replaying games other, like, big names have already done. But anyway. There went my train of thought. Right off the cliff. Right into the ravine. Bye! The game is interesting in its own right. I do see a lot of room for polish and improvement over time, and the music is gone, so I can put these back on. It's still loud. Anyway, I see areas that the game can be polished over time, but as far as a demo goes, and a Chapter 1 demo, a Chapter 1/demo, I don't know what to call it, it's a very good proof of concept, and it leaves me curious to see more. I would hope that a full game, or the fuller experience, would be more fleshed out in terms of its plot, creatures, environments, etc., but this is a very good showcasing of what could be, and it's very interesting to me. I love seeing a game like Amnesia: The Dark Descent where I can interact with random boxes and objects and books and throw stuff around and use things. I am assuming that I could have picked up a box and hit them with it to stun them, kind of like Amnesia. It never really came up in Amnesia either, but it was just a thing you could do. I love the interactable physics like that, where you can move things, stack things, climb things, just interact with the world, use boxes to hide, have items interact with each other, like that one room in Amnesia. I'm using a lot of Amnesia examples with the barrel of acid that you could just drop all the random stuff in and watch it dissolve. I spent far too much time in that room. The game is interesting and very well designed. I look forward to seeing more development, and I hope that with a fuller experience that it can do more to differentiate itself from the material that it is inspired by. In the current state, to me, it is a little on the nose, heavily inspired by Amnesia, but it's a different spin on it. So I do look forward to seeing more development on it. This is a very interesting game, and I do intend to like poke around in here. So there's different rooms. Oh my goodness. There's actual... Okay, let's start at the top. Spiky design, modeling by Kobe Ryan Williams. Initial idea based on brief. Work in progress, too. I can see that. Work in progress. Two. Work in progress 1. Work in progress 2. Skinny body developing. Textures painted on. Final model. So that's what was wandering around that, that first time. Body parts, final model rig. What's with the one tiny arm? What's with the tiny arm? I don't know. Using sketches. I like this one. This one's very like energetic and feels like dangerous chase. I like it. This one, like, the spiky one you get a thumbs up from me. That's very nice. I would honestly love a soundtrack with these tracks in it. Like, interesting. That's just the ambient. It's in the area. The feelings I get from each. The spiky one feels more... I'm trying to think of a way to put it. It's got a higher energy, more of a high-stakes chase. This thing is right behind you. It's breathing down your neck. You know, run as fast as you can, sort of. You know. It feels more high-stakes and to me more like what a bigger creature should have. Like this big bestial creature. This one carries more of kind of a tension and horror movie sensation. I mean, to me, a lot of this is subjective. To me, the Fraken one, I don't know how to really pronounce it. I'm just giving it my own pronunciation. Sounds like a horror movie, like the sound of something's after you. It's... I don't really know how to put it to words, but it's like trying to put sensations into English. This to me is more like something is like the creature in the hall that is slowly but steadily catching up to you. It's getting there, it's catching up. This is more like it's something that's barreling down the hall and about to overtake you. And this is a very nice, just ominous, ambient... Something is there. I don't know. I love the soundtrack. I love these tracks. Very well done. You know, applause to Miko. I don't know how to pronounce these names. So, thank you for the extras menu. That was very, very enjoyed. Thank you for the, you know, Chapter 1 of the Designer's Curse. This game looks amazing, and I highly recommend it. It is own Game Jolt. There's a link in the description. Not much left for me to do here, though. If you would like to join us in the Discord for the YouTube channel, there is a link in the description and in the channel banner. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, there is likewise a link in the description and in the channel banner. And if you would like to support the channel and my making of videos and doing the things, there's a link to the Patreon in the description, in the banner, and a link to it and the Twitter are on the end card in text form, because I don't, as of yet, have the ability to put links in there. Actually, I may have that ability now. I got some new stuff recently, and I hadn't really dug through all of it, so I may actually be able to put links to things in the end card, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next game.